Is Matt Parr a scam? Oh my gosh, I can't believe people are saying this. Hey, how's it going everybody? Matt Parr here, and I just went over every single YouTube video, website, and social media post that claims that I am a scam. There is so much misinformation out there, and in this video, I'm going to be going over each claim one by one to prove to you that not only are they wrong, but I'm going to be backing it up with proof of just how incredibly wrong they are. I want you to have the full truth, so that's what we're going to be going over in this video. I'm going to be going point by point and responding to every single allegation. If you've been wondering if my YouTube channel Make Money Matt or if I, Matt Parr, am a scam, then you are in the right place. So let's just start right away. Now, in every single video that I've seen, they claim that my play buttons are fake. And if you're unfamiliar, YouTube gives play buttons when you hit a certain milestone on YouTube. And in all these videos that I've seen, they claim that my play buttons are fake because they have the name Matt on them. And when you search for the name Matt on YouTube, you don't find any channels with over 1 million subscribers. So it's led some people to the conclusion that my YouTube channels and those play buttons are fake. Now, as for the play buttons being fake, just to prove to you that they are real, here are each of the boxes that each of my different play buttons came in. And this is the box that my gold play button came in. And also, here's the letters that come with the play buttons as well. As you can see, I have one for 1 million subscribers right here, and then all of these are for 100,000 subscribers. And the reason the logos are different right there is because that YouTube has changed these over time. And as you can see, I have some more right here also. So I've been lucky enough to get 6 different play buttons from YouTube. Now, if you're unfamiliar, YouTube gives out these play buttons when you hit certain milestones on YouTube. For example, they give this gold play button when you hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and they give these silver play buttons when you hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now, I've been lucky enough to get 1 gold play button and then 5 separate silver play buttons from YouTube, 4 of which are this new style, and then I also have this old style of the YouTube silver play button as well. Now let's jump on my computer so I can show you even further proof that the play buttons are real. Alright, so if we go to the website reward-redemption.appspot.com, as you can see, this is the website where you redeem your play buttons when you get the code after you reach certain milestones on YouTube. Here are 4 of my different play buttons right here with the dates that each of these play buttons were redeemed. So you can see the dates that they were redeemed, you can see the reward level, and you can see the names that I chose to put on the play buttons. And we'll get into that in just a second. But if you take a look right here, let's actually refresh this screen just to prove to you that this is the real website. And as you can see, if we refresh this, there we go. It's working. And as you can see, also there's this button to redeem additional codes. So every single time that you reach a milestone on YouTube, YouTube will actually send you a code to redeem your play button. This is in your Creator Studio and via email. And once you get this, you just press this blue button that says redeem additional codes right here. You put in your redemption code, you click I'm not a robot, and you click continue. And then you can actually put whatever you want on your YouTube play button. It doesn't have to be your actual channel name. You can literally put whatever you want. And in just a second, I'm gonna actually show you me redeeming my latest play button. And also, if we go back to this page, as you can see, these are only 4 of my different play buttons. I have 2 more play buttons on top of this that I got, and that was with a different Gmail account. So I'm only accessing this website right now with 1 of my Gmail accounts. So when I redeemed my latest silver play button that was for my personal channel, Make Money Matt, I made sure to actually screen record the process. So here's that screen recording. As you can see, it starts off on that page, and then I click that button to redeem an additional code. I put in the code that I got via email. I choose the name to be put on the play button, and again, you can put any name that you'd like on the play button. You can customize it. That's why a lot of my different play buttons say Matt instead of the actual names of the channels. And that's why if you search Matt on YouTube, you won't find any channels with over 1 million subscribers with that exact channel name. Then I just put in my shipping address, confirmed the order, and as you can see, it was ordered. And here's that play button that actually came in the mail for my personal channel, Make Money Matt, which you can actually verify has over 100,000 subscribers, and it looks the exact same as my other silver play buttons that I got from my other channels that hit 100K subs. So you can compare these. They're the exact same, and this is proof that these play buttons are real. And you can look as much as you want at these play buttons. There's a clear difference between the fake play buttons that you can buy off of Etsy or eBay and these play buttons right here. And you can verify I have a channel with over 100,000 subscribers. It's called Make Money Matt, and that's what I got this play button right here for. And these, as you can see, are the exact same. So feel free to inspect these as much as you want. They're real. All right, so now let's talk about another claim that I don't actually run 9 different YouTube channels. So as you might know, I run 9 different YouTube channels, 8 of which I don't ever show my face on, and those are what I refer to as niche channels. Now, I don't actually reveal what those 8 different YouTube channels are, but my 9th channel, Make Money Matt, is a channel that you can look up and you can take a look at. So a lot of people have asked me, why don't you show all 9 of your YouTube channels? Now there's a few reasons that I don't show 8 of my 9 different YouTube channels. First off, it would create competition, which admittingly is not always bad due to the fact that you can get into the suggested video feeds of other popular videos. So competition to a certain degree is not always bad, but thousands of exact carbon copies is not always ideal. Number 2, if I revealed my channels, it would flood those channels with a mass amount of traffic of people who aren't actually interested in the niche of those channels. And those people would subscribe to the channel, they would watch only a few seconds on average, and it would drastically hurt the engagement rate on those videos due to the fact that the average view duration of the people who went over to see those channels would be very low. And number 3, YouTube would then start promoting these videos to people like this audience, so it would find similar audiences, start promoting them to this audience. So every 1 view from this audience could be magnified into 10 or even 100 views from YouTube promoting to similar people. For this reason, I decided to grow a personal channel called Make Money Matt to prove that these techniques work for any type of channel, even personal channels, because I know there's a lot of YouTube gurus out there who claim that they run all these different channels, however they have nothing to show for it. And I want to give you as much proof as I possibly can on top of my play buttons, analytics. I also wanted to grow a personal channel to prove to you that these techniques work for any type of channel. And in just over a year, I've been able to grow this channel to over 166,000 subscribers. And in all honesty, I really believe that growing a personal channel was a lot harder than a lot of my niche channels due to the fact that I have to actually get behind a camera. Initially, I was really awkward in front of a camera. I'm still not perfect, but I'm getting better, hopefully, but it is a lot harder to produce these videos as opposed to the videos on my faceless niche channels. I am also considering growing a case study niche channel to show to my course members to prove that these tactics work, but that would be reserved for course members only. And even though it would hurt the case study channel, there would be big benefits for selling my program if I were to do so. The next point that some people have claimed are that the analytics for some of my YouTube channels are fake. Now, to prove to you that they are real, I'm going to actually log into the analytics of some of my different YouTube channels and refresh the page to prove to you that they're real. So if we jump on my computer right here, as you can see, here's the channel analytics for my channel Make Money Matt. And as you can see, this channel gets around 400,000 views per month, and it makes around 8,000 views per month. Now, to prove to you that these numbers are legit, I'm going to actually click this to refresh the page right here. As you can see, we'll just refresh it to prove to you that this is in fact real, and as you can see, the numbers are consistent. And now we're logged into one of my niche channels right here, one of my channels where I don't even show my face, and I never have on this channel. And as you can see, this channel has made around $333,000 just from ad revenue alone on this channel. And to prove to you that these statistics are in fact real, we're going to click this to refresh the page to prove to you that these stats are real. As you can see, the page is refreshed and the statistics are the same. This channel has made over $300,000. And this is just one of my 9 different YouTube channels. And here are the analytics for that same exact channel within my YouTube Creator Studio app. And as you can see, if we refresh this app right here, we can prove that the analytics are legit. And here's another one of my niche channels that's made over $70,000 right here. And again, this is just from ad revenue. A lot of these channels have made a lot more than this from alternative monetization sources like affiliate marketing, selling digital products and whatnot. But this is just ad revenue right here. And if we click the refresh button, just to prove to you that this channel is real, as you can see, the numbers are consistent and this is real ad revenue. And here's that same channel in my Creator Studio app. And as you can see, we can just refresh it right there to prove that these numbers are legit. Next up, we're going to be addressing claims that my course is a scam. Now, as you may know, I have a course and community called Tube Mastery and Monetization, in which I show exactly how I run 9 different YouTube channels without ever showing my face. Now, this course and community is $1,000 to join, and I know that anybody who sells courses or information online is immediately labeled as a scam artist, and I get it, there are a lot of bad courses out there. In fact, over the past year, I've spent over $40,000 of my own money on courses, masterminds, and everything else in an attempt to make sure that my course and community was the absolute best on the market, and I truly believe that it is. I'm going to actually log in to the course members area to prove to you that when people buy this program, they're actually getting some incredible things. But let's actually first start with the members area. So when someone buys one of my programs, they get access to this members area immediately. I've seen so many people out there saying that if you buy one of my programs, you don't get anything, which is just a flat out lie. You get a ton of amazing things, including my flagship program, Tube Mastery and Monetization 2.0. And if we click to view this course, as you can see, it's over 44 lessons. We have way more lessons that we're adding to this program right now. Most of these are 10 to 30 minutes, and some of these are up to 3 hours long. So there is a ton of information within this program right here. And so not only are you going to discover my favorite niches, the best high CPM niches, ways of going about doing YouTube, how to monetize your channel for success, how to generate videos, but also if we go back to the members area right here, you're getting a ton of different bonuses, including some other programs such as Tube Secrets, which is a more simplified approach to YouTube if you ever get overwhelmed with Tube Mastery and Monetization. And you're getting access to Tube channel case studies, which are a ton of different case studies, and Tube FAQs, so you can see some of the most commonly asked questions and my answers to them. Now, on top of that, you also get access to a ton of different bonuses, and I have them all consolidated on this spreadsheet right here. You get access to a private Facebook community. You get tons of step-by-step checklists, which walk you through exact timeframes of when you should get your first videos up, choose your niche, and everything else. I give you a list of profitable niches, a list of example channels, tons of different templates for scripting out your videos. I give you all the different gear that I use within my YouTube business. I give you a list of free stock footage, music, and photos, both paid and free. I give you a checklist so you can abide by the terms of fair use, a video optimization checklist to make sure your videos are as optimized as possible, a list of affiliate programs to best monetize your videos, a list of places to hire people from, job templates for hiring people, and how much you should pay for video creation, and all of my different recommended tools and software as well. You get all of these bonuses, and on top of that, you also get these additional bonuses such as that Tube FAQ course, Tube Secrets, Tube channel case studies, and I even have a bonus program that shows exactly how I grew my personal brand as well. So not only do my students get all of this stuff, they're also getting access to me in a private Facebook community that I'm in every single day, answering every single question. I'd like for you to find me another course creator that does this. Find me another course creator that answers every single question in their private community. I do my best every single day to do that. And to prove that, if we jump into the private student community that you get access to if you join this program, as you can see, here's the private Facebook community. And if we scroll down right here, I actually left a post just 5 hours ago telling people that I'm working on a video that's going to address allegations that my course is a scam. And I was wondering if you could leave your thoughts on this program on this post so I can screenshot to use in the video. Please leave your honest thoughts only about Tube Mastery and Monetization and this community, how active I am, and everything else. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks. And if we take a look at just some of these responses, we have over 33 responses on this post right here. These are just some of them. As you can see, the immense knowledge you shared in this course has been gained over many years of work and effort. Help me to avoid any of the mistakes. Your regular presence and the participation in this Facebook group is much appreciated. Thanks for the course. As you can see, we have tons of people. These are not paid actors. These are real people who are a part of this program who are giving their honest thoughts. I asked them for their honest thoughts, and you can read them all right here. If you want to pause the video and read through some of these posts right here, you can do so. As you can see, I'm constantly in this group, and I'm constantly also updating this program with new information to make sure that you have the best information you can possibly get to succeed on YouTube. As you can see, we can just scroll through all of these different reviews right here. And we have Danny right here. I know Danny's pretty successful on YouTube with some of his channels. And he said, if you're thinking Matt's a scam, I hear you. There's a ton of scammers out there who promise the world and don't deliver. I was hesitant as well, but I took the plunge. I'm super glad I did. I found Matt to be way more accessible than he needs to be in a private Facebook group of over 1,000 people. Whenever we ask a question, he answers it within a day. I don't know how he does it, honestly. Well, the way I do it, I spend 1 to 2 hours every single day within this private community, and I answer every single question. I want to make sure that no question is left unanswered, and I want to make sure that the people who are a part of my community get the help that they deserve to get it. It's the absolute least I can do if you choose to trust me and you choose to join this program. But as you can see, we have just tons of great reviews on here, and I'm just scrolling through some of the top ones right here. I don't know if we'll get through all of them, but there's tons of great reviews on here, and I'm super grateful for all of my students who chose to trust me and who left all of these reviews. So if you join this private Facebook community, you can literally meet these same exact people within this group. They're real people, they're not paid actors. I literally gave them nothing in return for them to leave these comments right here. I just asked if they could do it to give their honest thoughts on this program, and these were their honest thoughts. So Tube Mastery and Monetization is way more than just a course. You also get that private community, and you get the step-by-step blueprint on exactly how I grow channels to over 1 million subscribers profitably without ever showing my face. Now on top of that, there is a 60-day money-back guarantee if you did choose to join Tube Mastery and Monetization. And that money-back guarantee is backed by a very reputable company, Digistore24 as well. So you're not just trusting me, you're trusting Digistore24. You have access to them as well as my support also. And colleges charge a lot more than this, and they have no refund guarantee whatsoever. Now we're going to be addressing the claims that the reviews on my website are fake. So if you go to mattparr.com and you go to my website, you'll see that there's a reviews section in the menu. And if you click to go to the reviews section, you can see all of these video testimonials from people who have been members of my program. Now, I've seen a lot of videos out there claiming that some of these people are paid actors, which is not the case whatsoever. These are real members of the private student community. And if you join my program, you can literally meet these same exact people. These are all real people. If you go to mattparr.com/reviews, you can see all of these different reviews. These are 100% real people, and I saw some people saying that it looked like people were reading in the reviews, like reading scripts and whatnot. I don't give any prompting whatsoever or tell people what to say within these reviews. I just ask that if they got value from the program, to leave an honest video review. And if they do leave an honest review, I used to give a little bonus section of the course as well. I no longer do that. However, we just ask people to leave an honest review. And after they leave the review, we upload it to the website right here. But as I was saying, some people were claiming that it looked like some of the people were reading scripts in this. And honestly, I don't give any direction whatsoever when it comes to this. If they want to write out a script, some people might be a little bit nervous if it's their first time on camera and they want to address all the points one by one, so they might write it down. I know I personally write down a lot of scripts for my YouTube videos, for my course and everything else, just to make sure that I don't mess up when I'm recording. Now, this is just speculation if they wrote it down or not. They could have also been looking at the course if they're looking at their computer screens and whatnot. But feel free to go to this review section and watch some of these people's reviews. And what some other people were saying as well is that some of these reviews were already from successful YouTubers. And yes, I do know people who are successful YouTubers who have joined my program, like Carlos Qatari right here. And we also have some people like Abdullah right here who left video reviews. And apparently some people were saying that this is proof they're not actually running faceless niche channels as well. Well, I can tell you that a lot of these people are running faceless niche channels along with their personal channels. And the tactics that I teach in this program also work for personal channels as well. They don't just work for faceless niche channels. And a lot of these people in here don't run any faceless channels whatsoever. And they only run niche channels where they don't even show their face. So we have tons of different testimonials and reviews within this reviews section. They're 100% real, and we always just ask for an honest video testimonial. So these are honest reviews of the program. Now let's address the claims that some people were saying that it's not possible to make money on YouTube without getting in front of a camera and without showing your face. Now this is just flat out wrong. A lot of the top channels on YouTube do this exact same method. In fact, here's a list of different channels in different niches that do this exact method that are successful with this. Animal Facts is a faceless channel in the animal niche. Young Entrepreneurs Forum produces faceless whiteboard videos in the entrepreneur/business niche. Viral Vehicles is a car channel in the car niche that doesn't even show their face, yet is very successful. Babbletop is a list channel in the food niche. Top 10 Gaming is a list channel within the gaming niche. Natural Cures is a channel within the health niche. 5 Minute Crafts is a mega successful channel within the life hacks niche. We also got Brainy Dose within the psychology niche. Top 15s within the scary niche, Mr. Nightmare within the scary stories niche, Smart Banana within the science niche, Nonstop Sports within the sports niche, Top 10 Zone within the tech niche, and Touropia within the travel niche. And the next concern that I saw brought up was that people were saying that it's not possible to make money on YouTube by using other people's videos. And yes, it is true that a lot of people who use other people's content within their videos do get demonetized because they're going about doing this the wrong way. They're simply taking other people's videos, putting it together in their own videos, and they're not making it transformative whatsoever. That's not a new video if you just take other people's videos and you make a compilation. I do not recommend making compilations whatsoever unless they're compilations of your own videos. Now, when it comes to this method and doing this the right way, it is possible to make money on YouTube without making videos by using other people's content if you abide by the terms of something called fair use, which means that you have to make the content transformative, do things like add a voiceover and more. I talk a lot more in depth about this within my program, but you want to make sure that you abide by fair use and all of YouTube's policies as well. And I personally have never had an issue with demonetization because I make sure to follow YouTube's policies, and I also make sure to teach my students to follow YouTube's policies as well. And also, a lot of the expose videos that I've seen say that I teach people to make compilation videos, which if you watch my channel, you know this is not true whatsoever. I always make sure to teach in my free content and in my paid content that if you use other people's content, you need to make it transformative and you need to make it fair use. And most importantly, you need to make it into your own video. And additionally, you can also make videos literally with just free stock footage in the background, do a voiceover on top of the videos, and never have to worry about copyright whatsoever. There's tons of huge channels that do this, and Brainy Dose is a great example. Now, in another one of these exposed videos, I also saw this claim. They said, you have an extensive YouTube library with video titles that reflect the same topics that you claim to cover in your course. Not to mention, there's a ton of free content on YouTube covering everything you claim to cover as well. How can people be so sure that they're getting proprietary information from you that isn't already on YouTube for free? And my response to that is that there is a ton of content on YouTube that you can find for free, like creating a channel, making thumbnails, writing good descriptions. But there's also a ton of stuff that I teach in my course that you cannot find anywhere on YouTube for free. This includes my secret keyword strategy, my secret metadata strategy, tons of different checklists and bonuses that come with my course that cannot be found on YouTube for free. And within my course, I don't just show you the strategies. I show you the strategies and what order that you should take the steps in order to have the best chance of having success on YouTube. And even if you can find some of these strategies on YouTube for free, this lays out an exact blueprint and an exact path to take and the exact steps to take. And also, there's a ton of information on YouTube that's just plain wrong, like buying subscribers, doing sub for sub, artificially increasing your view counts using bots, which I've actually seen some different YouTube gurus out there peddling, and I can show you what not to do, and I can show you what's worked for me within my 6 years on YouTube. Now, in some of the videos that I've watched about me, the creator of that video actually posed a few questions. So I'm going to take some time right now to answer these questions. The first question is, aren't you worried about established credibility or your lack thereof? And personally, I'm not worried about that. I believe that my student results and that my results speak for themselves, and I don't believe that I need to show all of my different YouTube channels to prove that I know what I'm doing when it comes to YouTube. You can see my channel Make Money Matt that I grew to over 166,000 subscribers in just a year and got a play button for that channel. And you can also look at my student results as well. Now, the next question is, what makes you any different from any of the other YouTube gurus out there. Now, I think that the main difference between me and a lot of these other YouTube gurus is the fact that I can show you my channel, Make Money Matt, and you can see that that channel grew very fast in a very short amount of time, and I could have grown this channel a lot more if I was better on camera and better at uploading on a regular basis with it. And I believe that any of my students can also attest to the fact that I've been there to answer every single question they've had along the way within the private student community. And I've bought a lot of different YouTube courses, and frankly, I know that a lot of those people out there and a lot of my competition, they don't even reply to people's questions or anything like that, and they're charging 2 to 3 times as much. The next question here is related to price, and it asks, how do you justify the nearly $1,000 price tag when the disclaimer at the bottom of your website clearly says the average person who buys any how-to information gets little to no results? Please justify this. Well, my main course that they're talking about includes over 80 videos, over 5 hours of content, and it also includes access to me every single day within the private student community, answering every single question. And to be honest, I could charge a lot more money for personal one-on-one mentorships with people, but I would rather be able to help a lot of different people by charging a lower price, and you still get access to me so I can help you with any questions that you have. And also, there are expenses when it comes to running a business. There's websites, payment processors, accountants, lawyers, video editors, support teams, and everything else that goes along with running an online business like this if you do it the right way. And I'm really trying to do this the right way. I want to be in this game long term. I know a lot of the other people who are selling YouTube courses are teaching spammy black hat techniques that are only going to get you banned from YouTube, whereas I want to teach people how to build a real long-term business, how I've been doing this since 2014 with my list channels, and how they can potentially build a business using YouTube as well. Also, the higher price makes people more serious when it comes to doing this. I've noticed that when I've paid for $30,000 masterminds, I take it a lot more seriously than if I pay $7 for an ebook. So there's that aspect as well. And also, I did want to note that I do have a 60-day money-back guarantee. None of the other course creators out there offer this because they couldn't. Their courses aren't good enough, they don't give enough attention to their students, and there's no possible way that they could offer a refund guarantee like this because frankly, they would lose money on the ad spend that they're spending to acquire people into their program. They would lose money if they had such a drastic refund guarantee. Now, I made sure to put in place this guarantee because I truly believe in my product and I truly stand behind it 1,000,000%. The next question is, why should we trust you? Now, honestly, you don't have to trust me and you don't have to buy anything from me. And if you want to learn from me, I also have tons of free content on my YouTube channel. I have a free training that you can attend if you'd like. And in all actuality, I have more free content than I do paid for content. But just like any company that offers a product or a service, I charge for that service, and I charge to help people get started with YouTube on the right foot. And I know a lot of people think that online courses are scammy, but I personally would gladly pay someone who's a multimillionaire to learn from them step by step exactly what they do if they were starting over and their best recommendations. If I can save a few months or a few years even of what it would take me to be successful trying to do it on my own through trial and error, finding out what their biggest hurdles were along the way, I would gladly pay a lot of money for that. And I've invested over $40,000 in the past year of my own money on courses, masterminds, and everything like that, and I'm continuing to do so. And in the past year, I've made over $1.5 million of revenue from my businesses. So in my personal opinion, that would have taken me a lot longer if I didn't invest in all these courses and masterminds and everything else. And were all of them absolutely amazing courses and masterminds and everything like that? No, there's a lot of scams out there, and I'll be the first to say that. Nonetheless, I've learned a ton of priceless information, and I would way rather pay for this information as opposed to going to college, because this is something that I actually want to do, and this is something that I'm passionate about. Now, another allegation that I saw in one of these videos is that I'm simply selling courses for money, and that's the only reason that I'm selling courses. Now, that is certainly a reason that I do sell programs. It is another revenue stream for me, so I'm not going to sit here like most course creators do and just tell you that I'm doing this just out of the passion, out of the bottom of my heart. I do love doing YouTube, and I do love teaching it. I always used to tell my friends that I'm never going to become a teacher when I grow up, and in a weird way, I kind of actually have become a teacher, but that's okay. It's something that I love to teach, and it's something that I love to teach to other people. But it is another revenue stream as well in my business. And also, I set a personal challenge for myself to be able to get better on camera, and I thought this was an incredible way to do it, to build my personal brand while selling programs, while helping a ton of people. Those are my beliefs on it, and that's why I charge for information. The next claim is that YouTube is too saturated to ever be successful. Now, this is just flat out wrong. There's new channels starting all the time that are getting millions of views within the first few months of uploading. And am I saying that if you upload in a few months, you'll get millions of views? No, that's highly unlikely. But what I am saying is that there's new channels blowing up all the time on YouTube, and competition to a large degree can actually be a good thing. And that's because you can get in the suggested video feeds of other popular videos in your niche and siphon off a ton of views from those videos. But I am going to be completely honest and tell you that saturation to a degree can become too much. And when it gets to that point, you have to produce better content than the competition. Now, what's better? Better means producing content with a higher average view duration and a higher click-through rate. And if you do that, no matter how much competition there is on YouTube, you're very likely to still get a lot of views if you're hitting these certain statistics. And also, everybody talks about too much competition on YouTube, but what most people also fail to account for is that viewership is also increased accordingly on YouTube. So even though there's more competition now than there was 6 years ago, there's also way more viewers as well. And the amount of competition who actually know how to do this correctly is even smaller. So you have to take that into account as well when you're weighing if YouTube is too competitive. And I personally am starting new channels all the time. I have students who are as well, who are getting great success with this. Now, in one of these exposed videos that I watched on me, the person said that the only way that I could prove that I'm legit and the strategies that I teach are legit was if I were to grow a channel from complete scratch and show how I did it. Now, you can actually see my channel, Make Money Matt, that I grew from scratch to over 166,000 subscribers. You can see the stats on that channel using Social Blade, getting over 500,000 views a month, and I personally think this was a lot harder to grow than my faceless niche channels. And also, I am considering growing a case study channel as well. Now, a trend that I've seen with a lot of these exposed videos or videos that are calling me out as a scam, they don't seem to do any research whatsoever. They're not members of my program. They haven't watched any of my YouTube videos. And the reason I know this is because the next claim was that I'm teaching people to make money on YouTube without even uploading any videos whatsoever. And that's just plain false. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that isn't true. You know I teach people that you have to upload videos to actually get views on YouTube, but there is a way of generating videos that you do upload to YouTube without showing your face or getting in front of a camera, but you do still need to upload videos. And I'm kind of shocked, honestly, that people are making these claims, especially without doing any research into what I actually say. And I've personally uploaded thousands of videos on YouTube, and only a small percentage of those videos was I on camera. Now, another point that someone brought up in a video was that if I was legit, I would answer every single question that people asked me for free. Now, that would just be impossible. I get hundreds of Instagram DMs, emails, YouTube comments every single day, and that would just be impossible to help everybody for completely free. Now, the next claim here was that people were saying that I'm a scam because my webinar is not live. So you might see that I have a free training that teaches people how they can start with YouTube and potentially be successful with YouTube. And on that free training, I used to advertise it as being live. I don't do this anymore. I started initially doing this because I learned from some big marketers that I paid to be a part of their mastermind. They said the only way to do it was to tell people that the webinar is live, even though it isn't. I did that for a little bit, but it just didn't feel right. So I don't market my pre-recorded webinars as being live. However, I do sometimes occasionally hold live webinars, and every time I do hold a live webinar, I make sure to state that it is live. Now, what some of these channels have also said, and again, these are people who haven't bought my program and who apparently haven't even watched any of my YouTube videos, they say that I'm selling a get-rich-quick scheme. Now, I'm not, and I don't claim that if you do any of these strategies that you're gonna get rich tomorrow or next month. It took me years to build up profitable YouTube channels, and I'll be the first to admit that this takes a ton of work, but it's worth it in my opinion. It's been worth it to stick with this over these 6 years. There's been a lot of ups and downs, but the ups have been worth the downs for me. Now, I'm not claiming that if you join any of my programs, you're gonna get any results whatsoever. In fact, most people who do buy how-to information, they get little to no results because most people don't take action on the information as well. But my thought process is that if I can help you avoid just a few of the different mistakes that are out there, that I can save you tons of wasted time and energy on things that weren't going to work in the first place, or mistakes that I've made along the way. And if I can prevent you from making those mistakes, I truly believe that I can save you a ton of what would otherwise be wasted time and energy. Now, another one of these people who made a video about me said that it's not ethical to produce faceless YouTube videos just for the money. And my response to that is that faceless YouTube videos are just like any other video on YouTube, just like videos where you show your face on YouTube. You can produce videos with the intent to entertain people and educate people, just like any video on YouTube. And if you entertain and you educate people successfully, people will watch more of your videos longer on average. And if people do that, YouTube will promote your videos more. And as YouTube does that, you can potentially make money from this as well. And if you can make money from this, I personally don't think that there's anything ethically or morally wrong about this. Now, obviously, if you're making videos on certain subjects, there could be some touchy subjects in which you might not want to produce videos on. But if you're creating videos that entertain people, that educate people, I don't see anything wrong with this method of doing YouTube. And if you get rewarded monetarily for it, I don't think there's anything bad about it. And another thing I do want to mention is that YouTube is a business that's literally designed to make as much money as possible. YouTube's goal is to make as much ad revenue as possible that they put on videos. And if your videos perform well, they entertain people, they educate people, then YouTube's very likely to promote your videos more, and then you can get a piece of that ad revenue potentially. Now, a question that one of these people who made a video on me asked was, are you afraid of competition in your niche? Why would you be worried about other people copying you if you're already successful within your niche? And on that point, isn't that kind of the point of the courses you sell as well? Now, I personally am not concerned with fair competition. What I am concerned about is people copying the videos literally word for word and re-uploading to their YouTube channels. And I don't think that a lot of people really understand what I teach within my programs. I do not teach to just take other people's videos and upload it on YouTube. I teach to create your own content or pay other people to do it for you, like I personally do, to get content produced. And if it does use other people's videos, it follows the guidelines of fair use. Or you can simply use stock footage as well that's completely free, or animations or whiteboard videos. There's a ton of different ways to do this, and I teach all of this within my program. But what fair competition would be redoing videos in their own words, in their own way. So if people do that, I view the competition as fair, but if they're simply taking other people's videos and re-uploading it, then it's not fair. So now I wanted to address a few points that I think are really important when it comes to this. The first of which is that none of these people who've made these exposed videos on me have done any sort of in-depth research whatsoever, and they're not even members of my course or community, yet they're speaking very in-depth about it on things that they don't even know about. And honestly, I wasn't even going to make a video like this because I don't think it's always a good idea to respond to stuff like this, but I wanted you to have the truth and to have both sides of this story and to address any concerns that you might have, because unfortunately there's a ton of misinformation out there, and thankfully I do have the proof to show you. And I know it's easy for people to believe what a lot of those online videos say, but I felt like this was a really good opportunity to address some of the concerns that you might have had and to provide proof that my program is legit. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of scams out there. In fact, on a lot of the different YouTube courses that I've purchased over the years, a lot of them, in my opinion, have been pretty scammy. A lot of them had no refund guarantee whatsoever. So if you buy the course and it sucks, you're kind of left with it. And a lot of the courses, even ones that I've paid thousands of dollars for, came with no support whatsoever. I didn't get to ask the course creator any questions, so they kind of just leave you in the dark. And on top of this, a lot of these courses teach incredibly bad information. I've seen a lot of these courses saying to artificially increase your view count using subscribers and bots, and that's just going to get you banned from YouTube. And that's the reason a lot of these people who sell those spammy courses aren't having any sort of long-term success on YouTube. My goal is to teach how to build a real long-term business with YouTube so that you can build your YouTube business on a solid foundation. So don't listen to people who say to break the YouTube terms of service or do sub for sub. I really urge you to do your own research, and thankfully in this day and age it's super easy to do a quick Google search to see what real YouTube play buttons look like compared to fake ones, or to find any of YouTube's different policies on different stuff. So you don't have to hear these things from me. You can do your own research as well. Go to Google, search what do real play buttons look like, or search what are YouTube's policies when it comes to reused content. You're going to want to make sure that you follow YouTube's policies, and I'm trying my absolute best to teach how to do that. Now, after watching this whole video, if you still think that my course is a scam, I'm going to give you a discount code if you want to join the program at a discount down below this video. And if you don't want to join it, no problem whatsoever. But you can join this program, you can join the private Facebook community, you can go through the tons of content that we have in this program, and you can see if you like it or not. It's literally risk-free with a 60-day money-back guarantee backed by Digistore24. And if you join the private community, get your questions answered, and go through all of the lessons and modules that we give you, and you're still not satisfied within 60 days, you can get your money back. I truly believe that this is the best YouTube program on the market. I've spent years making sure that it is, and I'm confident that you'll think so as well if you choose to join. If not, no problem whatsoever. But if you do, there's literally no risk. I'd love to work with you if you want to work with me. If not, no problem whatsoever. I also give out tons of free content on my YouTube channel, Make Money Matt. Now, if you want a free in-depth video breaking down exactly how I make money on YouTube without making videos or getting in front of a camera, then check out this video right here. You're gonna get a ton of value from this video. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you giving me a chance to stick with me all the way through this video to explain my side of the story. I'll link a bunch of different resources and bonuses down below, and you can check out this video right here if you want to discover how to do this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.